Aquarius, I keep seeing candy canes when I feel the energy behind your cards. Now, your card for this week is the Knight of Cups, which is a very sweetening card. The Knight of Cups is I'm gonna get them to sweeten up to me, and I'm gonna be sweet to them, and they're gonna sweeten up to me because I'm being really charming. That's the Knight of Cups. Now, I saw a candy cane, which to me is both the symbol of sweetness, but it also has that hook shape, so you kind of hook somebody in, right, with the candy cane. And then I saw flower, and the flower is, again, it's like the same energy. It is trying to almost like, it's just being very charming to attract people to you. Now, you could be doing this to somebody else. Somebody else could be acting this way to you. Let's pull more cards and find out more information. So, Three of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Three of Pentacles is you are trying to get a response from somebody else. You are trying to either get them to like you. This could just be a friendship. Three of Pentacles is not necessarily like a romantic relationship. You're just trying to get somebody to like you, to work with you. So this could even be at work where you're trying to be extra nice to somebody. You're trying to do extra things for somebody else in hopes that they'll just be a better partner, a better companion, a better coworker. Because so far they haven't been. So far they have not been either helpful or they haven't been approachable, or it's been hard. They haven't been sweet, that's for sure. They have not been sweet, and so we're trying to sweeten them. On the bottom, we have the Hierophant. This person could be the Hierophant. This person could be kind of just very square, very like cut and dry and serious. Cut and dry and serious, the Hierophant. And that's why it's hard for them to be sweet, because they're so bland. They are bland. That's the problem. And then we've got the Eight of Wands here next to that. So the Eight of Wands is funny because it's trying to get somebody who's really stiff to move. That's these two cards together. So you're trying to sweeten up to somebody to get this very stiff, very reserved perhaps person, conservative perhaps with the Hierophant, to be a little bit more maybe youthful, to be a little bit more, to have more mobility in their behavior, in the way you interact with them. Okay, let's go ahead and pull the Oracle cards and see. Okay, actually wait, underneath that is the Three of Swords. Like I said, I don't think you guys have been very successful up until this point, or up until now. All attempts to sweeten have not, it's like you add sugar, but it's always bitter to this person. This person's always bitter, they're always sour, they're always bland, no matter how much sugar you add to them. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Anything else here for Aquarius? Tell me about the candy cane. The candy cane. The flower. Tell me more. Something flipping there? Oh, I haven't heard flip. Right now. Tell me more for Aquarius. There we go. That one's flipping. The Three. The Three is the similar energy to the Three of Pentacles, because the Three is teamwork energy, it's social network energy. Let's see what else. Huh. Yeah, wow. It's like, it's hard because it's an awkward situation, because this person who's also serious, who's also maybe a little bit, who's bland, this person is also kind of above you. So Pluto with Mars, it's like you try to be sweet to them, but something about their position of being above you, Pluto, maybe they're your boss, maybe they're your supervisor, or maybe they just think they're better than you because they're older than you, because they're more serious about life than you, because they are more established than you, because they're the Hierophant. And there's just something about having to work with that, because you guys are showing up as Mars. You're just trying to like move. You're trying to have mobility and do things and have a good team member, have a good coworker. But this person, like I said, they're stiff. They're stiff. On the bottom, we have Gemini, which is trying to put yourself in their shoes, trying to put them in your shoes. It's like exchanging perspectives with someone when this person has a very rigid perspective. I think you guys are trying to get them out of this rigid perspective by being sweet. That's the goal, so that they're better people to work with. Okay, I think I'm getting your situation. I'm getting your vibe. Let's pull some advice and see what there is for advice for you guys. How can you be sweet to this person and have it work and actually have the sweetness, result in something, have them react the way you want them to? Let's see what we get. Queen of Wands and the Fool. Interesting. Well, the Fool is kind of easy, because the Fool is to act not a care in the world. Not a care in the world, just almost like lackadaisical. It's lackadaisical energy. So the advice is to, be sweet to them, but also be carefree. Be carefree because this person is not. This person is uptight and serious. The way that you sweeten them a little bit is to be carefree. It's what counteracts their blandness. It's what counteracts their bitterness. It is being carefree. Now, the Queen of Wands. I'm gonna need more cards on the Queen of Wands. Let's pull a couple more cards. There's the Knight of Cups again. There's the Knight of Cups. So the strategy is good. The strategy is good. Being the Knight of Cups, being sweet to this person is good. Three of Pentacles coming back out again. It's gonna work. And the Sun is the fact that it's going to improve your relationship with them. The Sun means it's going to make interacting with this person just a good time, a better time than interacting with the person who was so serious and rigid before. So they will loosen up. They will loosen up. Now, the Queen of Wands means you do kind of have to, you have to be forcefully carefree. You can't just be carefree and have them be like, you need to be more serious, and then you be more serious. No, you have to be forcefully carefree. You have to make a point to be carefree. That's why the Queen of Wands is next to the Fool. And that's also why it's a weird combination. Because the Queen of Wands has control. The Fool lets go of control. But this is saying make a point to be the most carefree that you can, and it's almost like that's what gets through this person. It's kind of infectious. Let's see what we get from the Oracle cards. Any other advice here for Aquarius regarding this reading, this couple weeks, the next couple weeks coming up? Any advice? Any advice here for Aquarius? Mercury. Mercury is just communication. Mercury is just blab. Let's see what else. So I mean, keep talking. Keep talking. You know, keep talking to this person. It's kind of like, again, the heart, the blandness. It's like eventually when you add like 100 scoops of sugar to the coffee gets sweet. That's this person. They need like 100 scoops of sugar, and each Mercury is one scoop. Every time you talk to them, it's one scoop, and they'll eventually they'll eventually get to where you want them to be, where they are now like somebody who you want to work with. Essentially, the king. And that's how you do it. You chip away, because this person is, the king actually is the Hierophant too. So it's similar to the Hierophant, but less rigid. And I think you get them to this point where they become the king, like basically like somebody who's on your level. But it takes a while. It takes a while for them to loosen up, I think. Kick back and for it to become enjoyable. For you to get that sun energy from the other card. So there you go. Aquarius, that is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to share and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these readings. With that, I'll see you guys next time.